Hey, everybody, this is Larry. This is August 12th, 2024. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord, let me know what you think about today. Today, for the first time in a while, I am trying to do basically an algo problem that I haven't done yet. So let's take a look when it finishes loading. We have a easy problem today, so that means more hard problems for the future. We have 1133, largest unique number. It's a easy. Given an integer array nums, return the largest integer that only occurred once. If no integer occurred once, return -1. I think the first thing to, I think there are a lot of ways you can think about doing this, right? And because this is easy, it's not super interesting. I think if you have there are so many ways that you can make this more interesting. With maybe you could limit yourself to one pass. You could I don't know. I mean, you could limit yourself to one pass. You could maybe limit because I think But if you have two passes, it's just straightforward, right? So, in a number of ways, I think for these problems, sometimes you just have to challenge yourself not to optimize too much and just think about writing it as fast as possible. There are a couple of ways you can do it in linear time. There are a couple of ways you can do them in n log n or something like this, right? For example, maybe I could write something like right? This already puts a frequency. We can and then we sort the items of it, right? So then because it's sorted by key first, so then maybe we want key is lambda x, and then we just have -x of 0, so that the key is in the greatest order. And then now we want to return this. I think maybe there's a max by, but I don't know. It doesn't really matter, right? You could do a max over this where where default is equal to -1, and we want to filter this out. So for xv in this thing, right? We want to do x for xv in this thing if v is exactly 1, right? So now you can return this in one line if you. Oh, what did I click on? Not the right answer. Okay. I think that should be made. Ooh, okay, fine. You just have to add a parameter. A thing, right? So yeah, so I mean, you could do something like that in a one-liner very quickly. So this is going to be n log n just because we're sorting this way, and it's one pass. Another way that you can think about doing it in two passes, maybe, is just something like this, right? And then now you could run it again. Maybe best is equal to -1. If f of x is greater or is exactly 1, then best is max best x, and then just return best. You can actually probably still yeah, I mean, you could definitely I don't know if I would say so then maybe you could do even the same thing, right? So if f of x is equal to 1, default you go -1, so you return this, and that's also one liner though. You saw the for loop, so that for loop is going made the same mistake. The for loop is a little cleaner to read if you ask me, but x for x in nums, if f of x is equal max, whoops, right? Maybe you could even use the walrus operator to have it as a one-liner. I actually don't know if that's true, but in any case, and this one is slightly faster. I mean, I don't know if I would trust this one time in any case. By the way, that's not what I mean. I just mean that the other one is n log n, and this is O of n, right? But you have two passes into one pass, but But once you sort, I don't know that I count it as one pass anymore anyway, because once you sort, then you're just jumping everything in memory, so you kind of lose some locality depending on how the memory is structured, kind of. Though I guess if given it an array, an input array, you probably don't actually mess around. I mean, you still get pretty good locality after the sorting, I would assume anyway, for a given reasonable. And the other thing to notice that you can also exploit is just noticing that num sub I is less than or equal to 1,000. So you can even do something like f is equal to 0 times 1,000, or maybe 1,001, right? And then for x in nums, f of x increment by 1, and then just count it back, right? Range of 1,000 and right? If f of x is equal to 1, oops. I mean, I don't know. This is an easy problem. I'm probably overdoing it because it's just too simple. But, you know, there's just so many ways to do it, right? And this is technically O of n plus r, where r is the range of the numbers or something like this. Like I said, it doesn't really matter. So there's just a lot of ways to play it. Of course, if you have a lot of test cases, then this could be an issue, possibly, depending on the inputs that they give you. Anyway, but probably not that big of an issue. It's still going to be O of n plus r, sorry, with O of r space instead. Anyway, I don't know. I mean, there are a lot of ways you can do this. Like I said, I'm just going to go solution just because I'm curious. If I did like most of it, sorting, hash map. Okay, so I mean, I think that's it, I suppose. You can also sort, and oh yeah, I guess the other thing is that if you sort, you can just look at adjacent cells or something like this. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, nothing that interesting. But that's all I have for today. That's all I have for this one. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Stay good, stay healthy, to good mental health. I'll see y'all later and take care. Bye-bye.